Okay.
Yeah, we're just coming out of the stuff.
From last day of the season to the first day of practice. What's been going on at Southern Miss?
You know, the thing that we can look back and reflect on of the last season is that our team overcame adversity. We had several knee injuries, 3 from starters, Tanika Carey, Naisha, and Natisha Pierce, and they all underwent surgery following last season. The thing I think that we learned from last season with the adversity is what can't hurt you or can't kill you only makes you stronger.
You always say that.
And I think that is so true with this Lady Eagle basketball team. With the adversity that we faced, I think it developed a lot of character and a true meaning of understanding of what resilience really means. And the true meaning of the saying, never, never give up. Because this Lady Eagle team never gave up. We fought to the bitter end. Those 3 players underwent knee surgery. Tanika Carey ended up making a comeback. She played in the Virgin Islands National Games in June. And then we had Naisha and Natisha Pierce are still out at this point, starting practice. But we hope to get them back in a couple of weeks. The one thing at looking at the rest of the players, from the returning players from the end of the season to this year, Anse Selmina, our starting center, has really worked hard in the weight room and has really made tremendous strides in strength. Wendy Miller, which was a freshman that came off the bench for us, what we call our tweener player that played a little bit of the 3, a little bit of the 4. I think the biggest factor in her game is confidence. You know, getting past that freshman year, you know, believing that she can accomplish whatever task is asked of her. But she has made a lot of strides in her game and in her strength. You look at our newcomers that we've had approach campus. We've got 5 freshmen, and they are 5 wide-eyed freshmen, and that is for sure. Leading that group for his talent is the freshman from Coldwater, Mississippi Player of the Year, Geronte Clemens. I think the one thing that separates Geronte from the other freshmen at this point is Geronte plays on instinct. She's not really doing a lot of thinking. She's just going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Defensively, rebounding the basketball, she has totally dominated our practices. The other 4 freshmen are trying to think, then react. And, you know, in the end, they will be able to catch up with Geronte. I truly believe that. I think we're going to have some surprises within our freshman class that, you know, that we didn't expect, or maybe that other people didn't necessarily expect. And I think one of those surprises is going to be the local standout Terry Berry that was at Oak Grove High School. It's a 6'3", big body, kind of a no-name player that we signed that has really, really committed herself to making a stand and saying, Coach, I deserve to be here. You know, I'm going to make everyone proud that took a chance on me. So again, I think anchoring inside, you're looking at her, you're looking at Geronte Clemens on the perimeter. But I'm going to tell you, you can't count out the other 3. Karan Brown was rated the 34th best power forward in the country out of Atlanta that is very skilled. She's just got to learn that you got to push when you're tired. And I think that's the challenge for her. Noonie, which we call Noonie, her name's Tierra Paulnitz, which was MVP of the Mississippi-Alabama All-Star game from Shades Valley there in Alabama and Birmingham. You know, she is that player that, again, when the pain is there, you don't miss out. You've got to continue to press on. And then little point guard Samara Ali, she's a little overwhelmed with everything of playing that point guard spot, trying to figure out where to go, when to go, and how to get there. And so I think her process has been a little bit slower than the rest. But again, I think all 5 of those freshmen are going to make an impact on this Lady Eagle basketball team. I think the question will be mixing the old with the new and how it all shakes out.
I appreciate it always when I talk to you, because all I do have to do is turn the light on and you know where to go. All right,
Now your question.
No. I'm going to turn you loose again.
Okay.
The schedule, setting up for conference play.
You know, I think our schedule is a very challenging schedule. We play 5 teams in our preseason that went to postseason play last year. We open up with Hampton University that went to the NCAA tournament. That is going to be our education day where we're playing that game at 11 o'clock. We're inviting local schools to come in as a field day to be a part of that. So you open up with them. We have McNeese State that's in our Thanksgiving tournament. It was a team that went to the NCAA tournament. Then we go to Little Rock, which was a team that went to the NCAA tournament. We have Mississippi State that we play at home. So we truly believe that our non-conference schedule is going to prepare us for our CUSA play. Is it going to be easy? No, never is. But I think that if you want to be able to get in the dance, you got to play people that have been there, so your players can experience the things that the other teams have done to make that happen.
Two last questions. One, everyone this morning mentioned the conference is really open a lot more than folks think it is.
I think there's so much parity in our women's game overall across the country, but even more so in Conference USA. When I sat down to figure out the ranking of who to rank, I had to go to each website and pull up rosters and who they signed to really think through that. And, I just think on any given day or night, any team can win in Conference USA. And I think that, the average Joe doesn't understand how really competitive Conference USA is. We look at our conference records, and you don't have a lot of teams that go undefeated. You don't have a lot of teams that maybe only have 4 losses. I mean, you look past the top 3 teams last year, we all beat up each other. And I think if our league can gain some exposure early, win some of those NCAA games that against opponents that were playing in the dance, then again, I think that's going to help the reputation of our league. But I'm going to tell you, there's a tremendous amount of parity, and I think the rankings, honestly, for us, is you can kind of throw them out the window and then let us all get in there and mix it all together.
One last question. What's going on at Southern Miss? What's happening this fall that's going around campus?
Well, the greatest thing is the weather's cooled off. We're not burning up, that's for sure. There's a lot of energy, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of new on our campus. Our football coach is new. He's taken over a program that historically has had a lot of success. He's going in, it's kind of like he's fighting a battle with maybe some sticks instead of big bats, because he's got new players, and that's what sometimes people don't understand. You have a new staff, and you graduated your star quarterback, and a lot of players that have made major impacts in the program, they're gone. You know what? I think he's doing a great job, and we have to be patient. We've got a brand new men's basketball coach that's right across the hall from us, and we're so excited about having Coach Tyndall and his staff. They're a great staff to work with. I think that one thing that people will see once basketball starts at Southern Miss, it's going to be a unified front. That it is Southern Miss basketball. We are together. We're all pursuing the same mission. We're all fighting for the same goal, and in the end, we all support each other, and that's exciting. We have a new athletic director, interim athletic director, and Jeff Hammond. Such a great leadership of being in the military, leading our troops to Afghanistan, being there to fight for things that we can't understand because we've never been there. But it puts a lot of things in perspective, and he's leading troops to fight for our country, and we're just leading a basketball team to help them in the growth and maturity as people. It doesn't measure up. He's a great leader. He's been a proven leader, and has had great success with our military.
With that, reintroduce yourself, Coach, and we'll close out.
Joye Lee-McNelis, University of Southern Mississippi.
This is Jerry Lee Whitley Jr. with a King Size View College Sports Report.